I think this is a fun lesson in F2 genetics. So if you'll remember Mendelian genetics, the F2 generation is where things on the Punnett square get all mixed up. So that's what we're seeing here. So this is an F2 of a Fidalgo Roxa times I don't know what, but I've got a red one here, very productive. You can kind of notice this kind of umbrella draping because of the weight. And over here we have, I don't know, I think a lot of people would call that kind of a cappuccino color. So it's the chlorophyll is retained in the pods, and then you end up coming out in that kind of color. Kind of what I think of as green plus orange. And then on the next plant, we've got much taller, different shaped plant for sure. But back to red. Pods are just kind of somewhat nondescript, down like that. And then the next one is kind of a light peach, light pink. Some of them are quite light with corking, and I'd say more of some of them are bigger. These taller ones are larger compared, and they've got that purple sun-kissed. And then on the next one, we've got what I think of as green plus yellow. I can find a ripe one. This is beginning stages. So kind of what I think a lot of people call sort of a mustard color, and very productive. I gotta hop over. And this one is more like it's starting to rot. More of a terminal color though. What I think of as green and yellow again. And then the next one is back to red, but a little different shape here, especially on the bottom of a lot of these. Still got that Fidalgo purple sun-kissed. Not doing a good job navigating here. And then this is more of a traditional color, but a little more orange for sure, kind of a peach orange. And then back to red, larger pods, and then finally brown, chocolate. Really fun to see the differences in how many plants is that? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I think, something like that. But anyway, getting some great variation. This is another F2 that I was playing around with, and maybe I'll summarize later in the season when they're a little more ripe. But this is a Bahamian goat times what I think, just based on flavor, is some type of habanero. But again, getting nice variation. Some of these are really interesting. I'm excited to see what colors they turn out. Some of them, you'll see in just a second, are actually starting to ripen. I think this is orange hab times Bahamian goat. And the flavor and even the veining on some of, I don't know if I can find one to show you. The veining on these makes me think it is habanero, above and beyond the flavor, which is quite hab. But then this one, I think this is a three-way cross, because I had the year that this cross emerged, I had jammy peach ghost, and based on the flavor, and you can't see it on some of these pods, but some of the earlier ones really do have more of a boot aspect to them. Anyway, really fun to see the variation that can happen in F2, especially I think if you cross in some different colors, where a single F2 at Punnett Square gave me kind of a mustard, kind of a cappuccino, a chocolate, 2 different shades of peach, and I don't know if I already mentioned reds or not. Anyway, really cool to see.